um, these kids were walking around selling water, and I thought, and popsicles and stuff, and I thought that's so cool. They're going around with their mom, who's helping them uh, figure out how to find a good marketplace and the good timing. So let me see if I can clear the video here. Let's see. Just going to practice a little bit and get some. Okay, yeah, you can't see my hand anyway. Okay, so that's going to turn it off. Then I got to go up and turn it back on. Okay, so I'm still at the park, and I just can't explain how nice it is to be able to get out and, work on this outside. This is something I would try to do a bit on my laptop, but more and more I'm going to be trying to do it using my Handex, because that's what the Handex is made for, not just for mobile development, but for tablet development or laptop development. It's a keyboard. I mean, ostensibly, once this gets ergonomically refined enough, you'll be able to use it on your home desktop or laptop or whatever. Let's go over this way. Let's see. So I added this wort, and this is a big. Wort is just short for write. I was like creating it in Python, and I just figured, they like to make it as short as possible. Now, my round trip time on getting this is really slow right now, I think because I'm actually just writing all these to separate text files in S3, and that's probably because to get 10 lines, you have to open 10 files. I'm sure that's completely not not optimal, but I'm going to see how I can speed that up, like maybe compile these into something. But the main thing is so that I can play and explore and get out with my Handex, where I'll be able to write, practice, and develop on, eat my own dog food, as they say, which that doesn't even make sense. Like, is that only for dog food makers? I don't get it. But to use my own product, so that, because a lot of the ideas I've had about how to improve this have been from trying to use it. So probably the biggest one still is play, so that I can like practice, and I kind of want to get past. I think, okay, so here's another thing that I need to back up when I get out of here, and I needed to save my. I don't want to keep starting over from the beginning. Like I want to be able to test up, so that if I can type ASDF fast, I won't have to keep keep going back to ASDF at the beginning. And for some reason, it almost seems as if I'm not starting at the beginning, because I didn't have Jill and JKL, all that stuff. So maybe it did save it. I have been working on that idea for a while, and it might be it might be that I built part of it. A bunch of times I go to add something and I go, oh, I already have the function written out. I just have to attach it or something like that. Or I go to, something like that. Basically, it's just not hooked up. Or it might be partially hooked up. But let's see. Let's see, Z is this way. No, that's X. Z and X are sort of the inverse of each other. E and R, the inverse of each other. Or like the crisscross of each other. I mean, Z and X and E and R are the actual inverse. Well, let's see, W and Q are inverse, so that's like that. And I'm saying inverse, but I guess you can't, I'm not showing you those. So, but that's okay, because that's in my other video. But maybe I don't have to go through this completely. Let's see. Return, and then S, V, G. So E is like that, and R is like that. I'll do that a few times. You can see it's just one starts with the ring and ends with the middle, the other one. And that's, so E starts with a ring, R starts with the middle. And then, let's see, W is like that, and then Q is like that. So a bunch of these are kind of matched based on the QWERTY keyboard. I mean, they're kind of all supposed to be matched. T and G are on two different rows on a QWERTY keyboard, but that's because you have to move your index finger for the G and H keys. So H is here and G is there. G is near the ASDF and H is near the JKL semicolon. So there's some rhyme or reason the way these are arranged. Let me just do that again. G is there, starting with the middle finger and going to the index finger, because you're kind of moving towards the space between the two hands, or I should say the extension, the one next to the index finger. So I figured it was sort of like pointing, hitting the ring and then the index to get to the G, and then same for the H. And so that's how a lot of these characters are assembled right here. And then shift is just hit the grip on the thumb and then the G. And then that's capital G, grip on the thumb. So just shift before the character. And so that's the same as the H, except you start with the grip like that, with the thumb grip, before you hit the middle and index. Um, uh, so I'm going to go into speed trials soon, but I've been spending a lot of time not using this before I got this terminal worked out where I can actually, now with WRT, I can make copious notes. Oh, and I did this. Here's something kind of cool. I guess I could have done it right there, or let's see. Yeah, I think this is true for all. So I was writing a lot, or I was thinking I'm going to be writing a lot. So let's say I'm writing to do. And then I want to write something here. So, and let's say I want to write something kind of long, like what was I just talking about? Fixing the pangrams. Let's see, store achievements. No, store achievement. Achievement of pangram. Oh, so, but what I wanted to show you is that if I refresh the page, right, I haven't hit enter yet. And I'm like, what? I don't want to write something long here and then I'm going to lose it if I refresh the page, but I fixed it. So there it is. I just refreshed the page, which kicked out the video, but it did not lose my text. So I like persistent persistent text. Okay, now if I hit enter, it clears it. Now I can turn video back on. So little things like that are going to make it easier for me to use this more on my phone. But there is one issue that's going on with this that needs some improvement, and it's the overall ergonomic size, because this feels a little bit like a balloon, expanded balloon, and so I made a smaller one that doesn't feel like a slightly over expanded balloon. It feels a bit smaller. It's a little more, the thumb is rocked a little more and stuff, but it messes up my O key, my O character. So I haven't been using it. I used it a few nights ago with when I was in the dark somewhere. There's like I don't remember where I was, but I have a dark video, probably at a park. Yeah, I was at the stairs at the park. And so anyway, this has to be reduced in size a little bit because it needs to fit in your pocket It's got to be very portable, very connectable to other devices, your laptop or um, um, laptop, desktop, or phone. And this one isn't. This one it takes a little too much effort to to put in your pocket, and it's just slightly too big. The other one that's shrunken is significantly easier to pick up and put down and put in your pocket, which is what we want, is an always commandable keyboard. So you'll be able to write these kinds of to-do commands and stuff, but always. So that is the next step of the roadmap that's upcoming. That's a few steps down the road. Now, so if you are enthusiastic about this, if you think this is interesting, definitely click the like button, subscribe. We do have a Patreon, which you can support at a very low rate, the lowest rate they allow, I guess. Just to, I've been working on this for a few years without getting any dollars out of it. So the, Patreon is a way to go, well, maybe if I contribute a little bit to this, it'll be a little easier for me, the developer, to get this out there, to get it to do the ergonomic improvement. Plus, I think if you're a patron, I think I can send you notifications. You'll get added at the regular subscriber level. You'll get added to, well, I'll start putting notifications in the videos, and you'll get updates on the development, and something else about emails, there's something else good that I don't remember at the moment, but you'll get notifications as this becomes, as I start building out the promotional network. So there isn't one right now. So if you put your email in there, and if you have any kind of promotional encouragement or anything like that, that's something we can start building out as a network of people who can be involved in the promotional process in the channel, so that rewards, so that like sales pipelines can get built out and stuff. I mean, that's just something to be talked about, that is upcoming, because this is a product that's coming into reality, into the world, and into markets. That's what we're looking forward to. So if you'd like to help, check out those links. Thanks. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.